President Chairman, and Secretary, Mr. Omoyele. And I want us to give a round of applause to the lady for that fantastic leading of our country. That pretty much told the story of AAC. She told a fantastic story of who we are, where we are coming from, and the characteristics of the party. My name is Omoyele Sowore. I was the presidential candidate of the AAC in the last election. Well, I won't say the last election, but the last election, because you can't call it an election. They just collected some votes for themselves, going to local meetings like this, and people ask us online in particular, why are you going to small meetings? Why are you going to Lagos? Because we have been to big meetings, and now is the time to go to small people. The problem of Nigeria is that big people don't care about small people until there's election. Then they start running around with 5,000. I used to say in the southeast that when we are elected, we apologize first and foremost to the Igbos for the pogrom that was the killings that was carried out by the Nigerian government, and that we will then develop the southeast as an economic hub. And people were saying to us, but the Biafrans want to leave. Oh, I said, is there anybody who doesn't want to leave Nigeria? Everybody in Nigeria is waiting to leave. It's not the Biafrans alone. Everybody in this country has mentally left Nigeria. All of us have mentally seceded from Nigeria. The rest of us are still here. It's because we are trapped here. Let them bring one boat that can take all Nigeria to see if there's anybody that will remain, including senators and governors. Everybody is tired of this country because the country is not conducive for, human life. But we have a duty to make it happen. The reason is this: it's only a few people that is making us suffer. And I have said to our brothers who are even in IPOD, we went to Aba and we had a town hall meeting and they were arguing with us. I said to them, even when you have Biafra, you are going to need good people inside Biafra to manage Biafra. Look at your governors. You went to Orile had the worst road where they had the roaches in Meribeism. That one is not from the southeast. All these governors, all of them are the same. So at the end of the day, we were able to get the support of a lot of them. And they said to us, for some of them will not agree with us, they want to leave Nigeria. And we don't quarrel with them. But the rest said, if they will say it will only be that there's a different political order in the country. So that we can sit down and have a conversation. It was me who called the Nigerian constitution fraudulent. It's not that professor in the Senate. He stole the idea from me. I said this constitution is that we must sit down and design another constitution and then pass the constitution through a referendum. And in that constitution, there must be a provision for a referendum as well. That if any part of Nigeria is not satisfied with Nigeria, they will have a right to leave Nigeria peacefully. It's not by force. This one that we are having now, the Nigeria we have now, is arranged marriage that has led to abuse, and the wife is not allowed to divorce the husband. That's Nigeria we have today. I'm not saying it to please anybody, I'm telling you the truth. And this is how we spoke throughout our campaign during the election. It was the reason why they could not allow me to participate in the national debate. Because this idea that I was going to challenge Buhari, whether they put cotton wool for his ear or not, he will hear it. I was going to challenge Atiku and call one of them a thief. And I have evidence to show that they are thieves. I will call them a killer. I have evidence to show that they kill people. I will call them kidnappers because I have evidence that they have kidnapped the destiny of this country. They were afraid. They threatened me that, they will put me in jail. I said, what about the people who are outside? Nigeria is an open prison. It's just that some of you are still free to move around. But at the end of the day, the condition of people in prison and the rest of us who are outside is the same thing. We eat the same food. We have no job like prisoners don't have job. We have no health care like prisoners don't have health care. We have no freedom like they don't have freedom. So what is prison? At the end of the day, they left us alone. But the good news about it was how well those messages were received and why today a lot of people are listening to us and are coming to us. The This is what we call buyer's remorse. When you go and buy something out of greed or stupidity, you take it home. It might be like television. It's not working, but the warranty on it has expired. You can't take it back, you can't use it. That is this election that happened after. Everybody that voted for Buhari, they bought television that is not working. They cannot return it because they have no warranty. You know, so they have to live with it for the next month. And in some ways, it is the reason why a lot of them are respecting us. And they are regretting that they wish that they didn't collect that cost of 5,000 naira that they give to them. Because the 5,000 naira is finished already. But the 5,000 problem that is coming has not started. Because Buhari has not even been sworn in yet. So that is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the reason I decided to come here today to talk to you, exchange ideas with you. I'm supposed to embark on a trip, but I said I must come here, so my visit is a surprise visit. But I'm excited to see you, and we want to promise you that we will continue to liaise and link up with you. We want to know more and more of your brothers and sisters, relatives, who are desirous of having a better life anywhere in this geopolitical space called Nigeria. One of the problems with Nigeria, as I said at the debate, is that it was set up as a business. Until it becomes a nation, we are wasting our time. And it is true. It was a company known as the Royal Niger Company that set up Nigeria for the British government. It was set up like ShopRite, where the British can come and be taking goods, gold, timber, you know. And when they cannot find all those things, they start taking oil. When they can't find oil, now I hear that they are even taking human organs out of this country. The Chinese. I'm telling you, this is true. There's no crime under the heaven that is not committed against us in this country. Because we lack governance. But we have not been able to become that nation that we should be, because the amalgamation that was done in 1914 was also horribly done in the interest of the British. On one side, as the British people thought they were smart, they were ruling Nigeria through indirect rule. The other side, they are using DOs, divisional officers. In the East, they were using the Sheku, those people that translate stories that English in a different, that is not true. And that was how they governed us until they now asked us to be governing ourselves. But look at the kind of leaders that they left us with. These are some of the most horrible leaders you can find anywhere in the world. And our problem is that these same leaders you have today, they have been around since 1960. Buhari has been around since 1960. They don't even know his age. The sister of Buhari is older than Buhari, the younger sister, according to the records. Babangida, they have been around since 1960. Obasanjo, since 1960. All these guys, they are just passing us in themselves like football, you know. And that is why we must end the course and we must break the yoke in Nigeria. I'm excited again to be with you. I thank you for coming and for receiving me here today. We will always be back, you know. Everywhere we need to reach, we will reach. And we will not abandon you. Your problem is not our problem, because all of us are in the same problem. So if I say your problems are problems, that means that I feel like I'm different from you. We are in the same boat, and we must find our way out of the bondage into which we have been stuck. AAC, take it back, action. Thank you so much.
AAC, take it back. AAC, take it back. And let us use more vibration into this. AAC, take it back. Take it back.
Our votes, I'm sure that there is nobody in Nigeria in his right senses that would have voted for Buhari in that last election. Nobody. So we must start fighting now, and that is the message I'm passing along to all of you, not to be afraid. And that goes to my brother who asked about empowering our members. There's a lot of ways we can empower our members. A lot of our members also don't want handouts. They just want to have the chance to practice their trade freely wherever they may find themselves. To live freely in their neighborhood. For instance, in Mushi, the problem of the people there was NEPA. They will not give them life for 20 days, they will go with estimated billing. 2 days later, they are coming to come across the line. So these people are reducing them. But as you know, the police was also supporting them. Yesterday, we had to visit the police station in Mushi. That's the indigent victims of our so-called law. That is always a cobweb. Nigerian law is like a cobweb. You can hold an ant, but you cannot hold an elephant. There's no rich man that gets money, but poor people are the victims of our law. So we want to put all these things together and link everybody up. We are also a digital party, which means that we don't need to meet all the time physically to connect. And I'm sure our colleagues here will create, Maxwell will create a group, and you feel free to add people in the group, so that we can be chatting wherever we are in the world. We can be chatting about our issues and addressing them, debating them. That is the future. What we are doing here, we are doing what we are here to do. And we are not doing it because we want to win election. This is what we do in real life. This is what I have done for 30 years. If you have brothers or sisters who attended the University of Lagos in the 90s, they will tell you about me. I was president of the University of Lagos Student Union in 1993 during Abiola's time. So this is what I have always done. But we need to expand it because this country needs us now. We don't have leaders in this country. Otherwise, South Africa that were the ones that drove them out of apartheid. Yes, sir. They are killing our brothers like flies on their street. When I went to South Africa, they put me on TV. They wanted to be asking me questions that are not relevant. I told them, I'm here to tell you guys to understand that we are your big brother and you must respect us. 5 minutes later, they come to the show. All that TV interviews that I have in South Africa was because you see custom officers pursuing chicken, there is somebody pursuing, it's chaos. You know, come on Ghana there, go to their airport, come to our own airport. The other day, rain fell the other day. The rain was falling directly to the offices of President Mohammed in 2019. Who did we offend? We didn't offend anybody. It is people who have offended us.